What do you say to the owner of a for sale by owner when you're knocking at their door, or actually even if you're cold phone calling them? Hi, my name's Jim McCord. I've been a realtor since 1993. Been the top realtor in my county some of those years, and I love real estate, and I've found the best prospects for our business are for sale by owners and expires. I made a living, 30-year living, and a good living on them. You do not need to pay for leads, period. 30 years, I've never done it. There are no better leads than for sale by owner and expired listings. So this video is about what do you say to that for sale by owner. Well, I'm going to tell you, you only get one chance to make a good first impression, and that first impression is everything. So let's say you're knocking at the door. When I knock at the door, ring the doorbell, they come to the door. Here's what I'm going to say. Hi, my name's Jim McCord. I'm a realtor with eXp. I see you're trying to sell your home on your own. Can I have just a minute or two of your time? I'm not even trying to get into your house to look at it. I just want to share something with you. I apologize for coming without an appointment. And when you say that and you apologize for coming without an appointment and you let them know you're only going to take a minute or two, they will almost always give you time. Okay, so now they say, okay, yeah, I'll give you a minute or two, Jim. So the first thing I say is, and I believe this, I don't say this as a ploy, I mean this. I say, look, I don't blame you or anybody for trying to sell their home on their own. Why pay commission if you don't have to? And plenty of homes do sell for a good price without being listed. So I don't blame you. I'd probably do the same thing if I were a realtor. The only thing I ask is that if you don't get a buyer and you want to consider listing, that you will give me 30 minutes of your time to share with you what I do, which is different than what other agents do, how I'm different than other realtors, and why you may want to list with me. And that works. You know, I'm not threatening to them. I'm not that arrogant real estate agent who said, look, you can't get a good price for your house. You have to list it. That's what a lot of realtors are telling them. As a matter of fact, a lot of realtors are actually using that stat that you can Google and find. And I'll be honest with you, years ago, I used to use it too. The average listed home sells for way more, and it's like 30% more than the average for sale by owner home. Agents use that all the time, and that is a bad statistic. I do not use that anymore. Here's why it's bad. Almost no luxury homes over $1 million get sold for sale by owner. Almost none. And when they do statistics, they take all sold homes that were listed and they compare those to all sold homes that sold for sale by owner. Of course, the average sale price is going to be way higher. So don't be dishonest, disingenuous, and use that statistic. It's a bogus statistic. But what I will tell them, I'll say, look, selling a house is really no different than selling anything else. Let me give you an example. Exposure is everything, and the more exposure you get to your house, the more people will see it, the more likely you are to get a better price. And that's true. And I say, let me give you an example. Years ago, I had a 57 Chevy, and I did. It was a great car. I said a 57 Chevy is a classic, and I wanted to sell it. Well, if I put that 57 Chevy in front of my house and I put a for sale sign on it with my phone number, I'm going to get offers because it's a great car. There's no question I'm going to get offers. Now, if I take that 57 Chevy and I put it up on the main drag in my city where a lot more traffic goes by, I'm going to get even more offers because there's more lookers. Well, if I take that 57 Chevy and I put it on a few websites that post older classic cars for sale, I'm going to get a lot more exposure. And that is just a fact. And that's what I did with my old car. And it's the same with a home. A listed home typically is going to get a lot more exposure. So if you don't get the price you're looking for, I would love to meet with you. I'm different than other realtors, and I'll gladly share how and why I'm different. So that's the script that I use. And if I'm at the house, they almost always will give you time at the door if I don't try and get in, and you apologize up front. And then they typically say thanks, you know, and I don't put any pressure on them. I don't try and make another appointment. I leave, and what I'll do is I'll grab my cell phone when I get back to my car and I'll take a photo of their house. and then I will send them through Mailbox Power. I use a company called Mailbox Power. It's phenomenal. I will send them like this is an 8.5 by 11 envelope. This is the envelope they get in the mail. It has a photo of their house on it. So when they get this, and this is a thank you card from me, thanks for meeting with me. And inside is a heavy stock greeting card, and I put a photo of their house on it. And this one I put charming home, great location. And then my message is on the inside of that card. When they get this as a thank you note, they are impressed. It was a realtor who didn't come in and say, look, you can't get a good price for your home. I didn't say that. I don't believe that. I do believe they will get more, but I don't tell them that they have to do it. And I'm honest with them, and I truly do believe if I were not a real estate agent, I would try to sell the house on myself, on my own first. So that method of talking to a homeowner has worked for me, and it's worked for me for 30 years. So anyway, my name is Jim McCord. I wrote a best-selling book. It's called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. You can get that on Amazon for less than $10. I'm going to put my phone number and my email in the description of this video. I also coach realtors. I've been coaching realtors for the last 8 years. And just this year, well, about 6 months ago, I started coaching selected realtors at no cost. No cost. So feel free to send me a message or call me on the phone. I love talking to real estate agents. I love helping realtors. I'm not the typical realtor. I market myself differently. People really appreciate that. And here's why they appreciate it. This is a Gallup poll. In this Gallup poll, they asked the public to rank all these industries in high trust. And I want you to look where real estate agents are. We're below lawyers in high trust. Below lawyers. Gallup does a poll every year. Feel free to Google it. You'll see the current year. Here's another article from the Los Angeles Times. And the first paragraph there says some 67.5% of the public polled do not trust real estate agents. 67.5% of Americans polled do not trust realtors. Going after for sale by owners, don't pressure them. Feel free to call me. I'd love to talk to you. My number will be in the description and my email will be in the description. Please like this video, subscribe to my videos, and you'll see a whole lot more marketing ideas on my YouTube channel. You guys have a great day.